Sir, baby, on the radar. Yo, special guest today. We've been trying to do this for a minute.
Wow.
Aden Dinero. What's up, my brother?
What's up,
Welcome to
my
the
guy?
show. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, bro.
We've been tapped in during the pandemic. We've been trying to make this happen, but it's actually funny because we ain't gonna say exactly the location of where the studio is,
Well,
but you just walked over from the crib.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
He got dressed and he walked right over here. That's love, man.
That's a fact, bro. I was just about to work out and shit.
And now we here.
Well, that's a fact.
And this is your first, technically your first interview too, correct?
Yeah, it's my first interview.
Man, thank you for letting me be here to give you your first interview. This is exciting.
Welcome. You always welcome, bro, for sure.
Because it was funny because when we first met each other, it was over Zoom. You was with the guys. You was out with Trip.
I've been tapped in. That's a fact.
Yeah, you was with Trip, and then
I was
Trip
with Trip when he did that.
Yeah, and Trip was putting me on to you and some of the other guys he's been working with, and I kind of love that. I love when I have artists on this show, whether it be digitally or in person. They put their guys on, and then we end up like in this situation where you and I are
That's
together.
my blood. We always gonna help each other out any type of way.
And I just found out you and Trip are related too.
Yeah, that's my blood right there. Shout out to bro, for sure.
That's y'all are cousins?
Yeah, that's my cousin from my dad's side.
Okay.
We got a lot of family ties like from back in the days.
Y'all been running around together forever.
Nah, like, I started chilling with him like once I got a little older.
Okay.
And once I started making music and stuff, cause when I was younger, I would just be on my side. I live in East New York, but he from the South Side. I would just be on my side.
Got you.
But once I got a little older, I started chilling with them. That's a fact. And especially he inspired me with the music, so like that shit made me want to go harder. Like seeing him what he did.
Yeah.
That just made me want to go harder. Especially linking up with Fredo and Herbo, like. For me, Chicago, like, I grew up listening to Chicago music. A lot of Chief Keef and shit.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I feel like the conversation has come up a lot more in my interviews lately as I interview like a lot of drill people too and whatnot. But for Chicago music, so Chief Keef, Herbo.
Yeah, growing up, I was listening to a lot of Herbo and Chief
Okay.
Keef. Even, a lot of Chicago, Capone. A lot of them, Durkio.
Of course. It's crazy to think how long some of those guys have been around too. Because it's like when I was in high school, Herbo and I think and around my sophomore year of high school is when Chief Keef first came out. Chief Keef is only like a year or two older than me too, which is crazy. And they've been able to stick around this long as well too, which is
Because
incredible.
Chief Keef like paved the way.
Right.
Where he brought attention to Chicago. He was like the first one that brought the spotlight to Chicago. So he paved the way, and all the artists went crazy after that.
Yeah.
All the other artists and shit like Dirk. That shit inspired me too. That shit made me want to rap. Like just seeing somebody from the bottom making it. I mean, that inspires me. That's motivation right there. Especially he's a GOAT. So he's still motivating me.
Right. Like Chief Keef really brought it's Chicago drill to the forefront of people's attention. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like how Pop brought New York drill to the front of people's attention and things like that.
He had a crazy impact. Rest in peace, Pop.
Rest in peace, Pop. When it came to you getting into music, was Trip the one who kind of got you in, or how did you kind of start?
It was bro Trip and my other brother YK.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like I seen them rap. I was like, nah, I gotta do this. Like I ain't even have no sound. I just started doing it. They ain't even know. The only one that knew I wanted to do it was YK.
Okay, shout out YK.
Shout out my brother YK. Like, ever since like I told him I wanted to do it, like he pushed me. He told me you could do this. Like we gonna hop on a song, and then we just hopped on our first song. And then ever since that, I just went from there. Like we locked in all the way, and I locked in with the music because I ain't never really want to do it at first. And then like I just started like. I don't know, getting good feedback. So that made me want to go harder.
Who are your musical inspirations? Like when you obviously we said Herbo and Chief Keef and whatnot, but who are your inspirations when you kind of started doing
all
the music?
time I say Drake and Chief
for
Keef.
the melodic stuff.
Yeah, Drake and Chief Keef. I ain't gonna lie, I grew up listening to a lot of Drake.
Anybody in New York that
New York?
I always gotta ask just in case.
Yeah, I fuck with all artists in New York actually, like doing their thing. I listen to a lot of New York artists, but I say I was fucking with A Boogie when he first came out.
Of course.
I ain't gonna lie, that's all I could think of.
It's crazy when you think, because when A Boogie first came out, I always remember, because I'm like, yo, I forgot what show I went to, but I went to one show, and just seeing how he had like all like the young crowd, the girls going crazy over him. It's like,
New York was going crazy when he came out. I ain't gonna lie.
Wow, it was so crazy to see, and then obviously I feel like, now when we're in a great place in music in the city too. You know what I'm saying? That now there's like so many different levels to New York music that everybody could be great.
Well, the spotlight's on New York right now. I ain't gonna lie. We got the streets right now. I ain't gonna lie. New York got the industry right now. A lot of New York artists is coming up. Shout out to all the New York artists doing their thing for sure. Like, I fuck with everybody. I ain't gonna lie.
Like yourself, of course, too. Yeah. So we got the project out now. First of all, dope project, and I think it was such a great it was such like a great like debut for you. Really get like in front of the people.
I dropped that on my birthday.
That was on your birthday too. Yeah. Oh shit! So with this, well, obviously it being on your birthday, what did you kind of want the people to take away from Mixed Emotions? Like, what did you want people to really like when they listen to it? You're like, this is their first time, whether it's their first time hearing you or someone who's been in tune for a little bit. What did you kind of want the people out there to take away?
I just wanted people to hear like how I feel and shit. Like I was just talking about like what I went through and stuff. Like, just like I don't know, having mixed emotions. Like, I don't know. I have like, there'll be times I'm in a good mood. There'll be times I'm in a bad mood, in a dark mood. I was just like giving out my moods in the mic, like, in the song, like yeah. Putting in tracks. So I just wanted the people like just like to know like when I'm like just the real me, like, you feel me? Because I'm talking the real me, like what's going on with me and what's going on in the world too. But I was just talking about more about me.
Right.
Yeah, like how I feel. I wasn't really talking about too much about what's going on. Like, I was talking about like what's going on with me and just how I be thinking and stuff, like how I be feeling.
How do you deal with those mixed emotions? Like, how do you deal, when you're angry?
I like going to the studio. Like,
okay.
Yeah, that just make me feel better. Like talking about it. I don't like talking about it like to other people. I'd rather just say it on the beat. Like going to the studio, yeah, for sure.
Are you a loner in the studio, or you always got
I always keep my brothers with me, yeah.
Okay.
Like my brother Blaze, I always keep him with me. YK, Chris, LA, for me. I always keep them with me. Cause they my hype man. Like they always like
they be in the booth with you turning up.
Word, like they be like, yeah, that's fire. Or they would tell me like, oh nah, take that off. You feel me? Like they would tell me like,
oh, you ain't got yes men around you. You got people who will tell you like, they'll tell you if it's not good.
Word, they would tell me like, oh, that bar is off. Like take that off, say this. Or like they would just help me. We all help each other. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, or they would even tell me if that song was trash. Like it would be like, yo, that song trash, bro. You could go harder.
Right.
So that make me want to go harder. Yeah. And I think God got people like that around me.
Right, because the last thing you want is someone around you who's, or people around you who are just gonna be like yes to everything, and then you put something out bad, and then the people who are online are the ones telling you that, and you're like, yo, why didn't y'all tell me that this bar could have used a little tweaking or this and that? Like, why did you let me put this out?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's why I think God, they tell me what it is. I don't like having people that just be like, yeah, that's fire, that's fire.
Right.
I need to know the real. I need to know what's going on.
So speaking of brothers, the Mud Brothers record is hard. Shout out Stunna.
Shout out my boy Stunna, man.
How did that come up? Because I like how Stunna is he's at this point, right, where he's like he's breaking this glass ceiling of like being mainstream, but he's still like keeping it local, still doing records with his people and whatnot. How did that record come out for you?
Like I don't know, that song it was natural, like, cause I worked with Stunna before. Like we worked back like before I even dropped like my first big song. Like we worked, and then like, it was like, I don't know, it was just so natural. Like it was like we just got in there, we locked in, and we went from there. Like I don't know, like it's just so natural. Like it wasn't even like, it didn't even feel like it was hard or nothing. Like it was just so natural. Like we just got in the booth. I wrote my verse, got in the booth. My first song was Stunna. I freestyled a little bit and I had some written. I just went in the booth and we was just freestyling, together. Like we was just seeing what we could make as a hook. And then he caught a hook and I caught a good verse and we caught it. Our first song is called Big Door. That was one of our first songs. And then we made Mud Brothers. That shit came out crazy. I was hyped, I ain't gonna lie, because we was really talking our pain on that.
Right.
And the streets fuck with it, like, everybody fucking with that song right now.
Right, because he's also Hispanic, right? I forgot exactly what he is.
Dominican.
He's Dominican too.
My boy Dominican.
I like that because
He putting on for the culture. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Word.
like it's cool because right now also you see like a rise in like Latin artists out of New York too.
Spanish, we up next, bro. People can't sleep on the Spanish artists, bro. We about to take over. I ain't gonna lie.
Do you feel like, how do you feel like that? Because, if we look at 10 years ago, right, obviously New York music wasn't where it was 10 years ago, but even now, it's like, okay, you got like the JIs of the world. Even CJ is out here with that on one of the biggest records of the summer with Al Alpha. Like, it's kind of cool to see this happening in the city now too, because it's like it's been something that I feel like it's been this for a while.
Gonna happen, like, cause it was like before this was happening, I heard a lot of Spanish artists with talent, so I was like, nah, it's gonna happen. Like the spotlight with the Spanish artists is gonna come ASAP, and it happened. I predicted it. I ain't gonna lie.
You called this years ago?
Hell yeah, I already know this was gonna happen for sure.
Nah, I love that. Talk to me about this piece that you got on, because I saw you.
Yeah, it's the Billionaire piece. This is my label right here.
Right, I saw did you just started? Because I was checking out the IG before.
Where the Billionaire.
Yeah, the Billionaire.
Nah, it started 2012.
Okay,
like,
so
years ago.
Oh, it's been around
like
for a while.
Years, yeah, my big brothers and them, like they like they built a label like for the music stuff.
Okay, cool.
And then Trip was going crazy. He was one of the first artists. And then ever since that,
that's also Trip's thing too.
Yeah, that's Trip's thing. Yeah, that's a fact. Like, that's our shit, but that's really Trip. Like that's the starters of it. Trip T's. For me, that's his shit from back in the days. And like I always been with them, like his little brother. Like that's my cousin. But we always been together. So it was like, nah, we gonna do this music shit. That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to we wanted to put on for Billionaire too.
Right.
Like everybody knows us too in New York. Like a lot of people know us, especially with the weed shit. Like we be bringing weed to the city, so like everybody like smoking good weed, so they know the bullies have that. Like we known for that.
That's funny. Y'all known for y'all music and y'all weed.
And the best weed. We be having the best weed in the city.
I gotta make a note of that.
Yeah.
That's hard. I fuck with that.
Shout out to Big Bros, man. We got the best guys in the city.
When I was going on your IG earlier, and I was like, I wonder, because I thought I was tripping. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of stuff on the gram. I'll be like, yo, didn't I see Aden? Like, I don't know if I saw you commenting on shit like that, but it was like with K-Flock and Doug's B. I wanted to ask what that relationship is, because I think that's kind of cool, because they going crazy up in the Bronx.
Nah, that's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out them. They going crazy. We tapped in because my boy, one of my boys and shit, he know them from Uptown.
Okay.
So we tapped in because of him. And then ever since that, it was like love and shit. Like, he was fucking with my music. And I heard one of his songs. I wasn't really tapped in. Like, his boy put me on. And I was fucking with it. Like I don't know. I was fucking with it. It was gritty and shit. I like that gritty music, that drill music. So we did a song. Like, we was smacked. Like, it was in the studio late night. Like, last minute, we did a song real quick. And ever since that, we've been tapped in. That's my God. Shout out, bro.
That song's not out yet, right?
Nah, it's unreleased right now.
Oh, it's you. So it's you, Doug's and K, or is it you and K?
Nah, me and K.
Okay, so
he came with Doug to the studio, so like, and it's crazy because one of my friends is like, I got friends that know Doug from back in the day, so it's like it's a small world, like,
right.
Like, for me, people.
New York is very small.
Word, like niggas be knowing each other. Word.
So the Aden Dinero K-Flock joint is TBD, but it's on the way.
Yeah, that shit on the way. I ain't gonna lie. That shit soon drop. I ain't gonna lie.
That's gonna be hard.
Hell yeah,
you doing the melodic stuff on that one too?
Yeah, I was like singing on it, but I was talking. I was talking to the streets. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, when that one dropped, that's gonna be crazy.
That shit gonna shake the city.
But that's TBD. We don't know when that's exactly.
Word. I don't know when that shit dropping, but. Word.
That leads me to my next question. So, do you have a project on the way? Like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking is your next move in the music?
My next move, I'm just trying to drop visuals right now. I'm trying to be consistent, just dropping. Yeah, just letting, like, feeding the fans with music. That's what I want to do right now, just keep dropping. That's it. I'm working on a hit, too, right now. Like, I got a hit coming up. I'm predicting it as a hit.
That's gonna be the record.
Yeah, I'm working on it right now. I'm thinking of the video and shit. Me and my team, like, we working on that right now.
Is it just a feeling that you have with it?
Yeah, it's like, it's all in the vibe, like, if I feel like it's the one, like, yeah, it's the one. I don't know, like, lately I just been working on I've been going track for track, just making a song, going to the next one, but I made one song that I like, personally, I really like, so I'm gonna work on it. I ain't even put the second verse on it yet, so I still gotta work on the second verse.
So this is a record that you're like working really fucking hard on.
And I'm gonna drop a vid. And I'm gonna keep promoting that shit. Try shit blow. I don't care. And it's gonna be a love song.
Which is perfect for you, because I feel like that's right in your, that's right up the mixed emotions alley too.
Yeah, cause my biggest song is Baddie, and when I dropped, it kind of went viral like around New York. So that's what the fans want to hear. So I'm gonna give them what they want. They want to hear that heartbroken Aden. Like, that's what they want to hear.
So is this a heartbreaking?
It's
song,
like
or
it's
like
heartbreaking.
I'm in love song.
Nah, it's heartbreaking type shit.
Okay.
Like, it's heartbreaking, but like it's like I don't know, cause my music, like when I talk about love music, like when I make love music, it be like mixed. Like I talk about how I want her, I miss her, but it'll be heartbreaking because I don't like. For me, she probably fuck somebody else, so I don't want her no more. Like, that's how it be. I don't know. I just be mixing it. Like, I don't know.
But a hit is on the way.
Nah, that's a fact for sure.
What do you look for? What do you look for in the ladies?
With the ladies, I look for loyalty. I ain't gonna lie.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, loyalty. That's it. And just girl that respect themselves, you know, shit like that. I don't really like the hoes and shit.
You like a one woman type of guy.
Yeah, I like women. Like, I don't really like the sloppy ones. Like.
The ones that inspire these records.
Where I got songs that I be like trying to talk to the girls and stuff, adore them and shit. And then I got songs that I don't want love. Cold hearted.
Well, the hit is on the way.
Hell yeah.
The joint with K-Flood is on the way. What else? More videos on the way, of course.
I got mad videos in the cut.
What else do the people have to be on the lookout for you coming up? Anything else that we got in the stash that's dropping soon?
I just got a single. Like, right now, I don't really got a project. I probably got like 2 projects, but like I'm not gonna drop a project right now. Right. I'm gonna just keep dropping singles, keep dropping videos, and then I'll probably come up with a project like probably the end of the year, probably depending how everything go out. But I know everything gonna go out good, so I'll probably get my fans something at the end of the year. A little EP at least.
I feel like the fall is like kind of your bag.
Yeah, that's when I get in my bag. I love a cold winter.
Me too.
I love a cold.
I miss wearing hoodies. I say this every day.
I still like the summer though.
I still love the summer. I just miss wearing hoodies and jackets and shit like that. 'Cause that's all I wear.
Well, that's a fact. I always wear hoodies. Like my boy Hoodie Mellow here.
And the music you have is also very much like fall, winter music, you know what I'm saying? You got some summer joints in there too, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it hits a little bit harder in the colder weather.
That's a fact. I got like a summer joint too in the stash.
Okay.
Yeah, I got something for the summer. It's like a club song.
Full vibe.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It's called Flawless.
Flawless. Are you dropping that soon?
I'll probably drop that like August.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a video. You gonna see it's gonna be lit.
Nah, I'm excited.
I'm gonna tap you in for sure.
Man, you know I'm tapped in. We in the DMs, everything.
All the time, gang.
Well, look, I appreciate you being here. I'm very excited for all these new joints that you got on the way. I'm very excited for the EP at the end of the year too. I think that's going to go crazy. Anything else that people got to know about before we sign off here for the day?
Just be ready for that new shit, bro. Dinero, we coming. Billionaire fucking label, man. You know how we coming, man. We taking over the city, taking over the world. We going crazy, man. Tap in, man. Love, man. Gang shit.
There you have it.
Smack right now.
Let them know where they can follow. Look in this camera. Let them know where they can follow you at.
Follow me on the gram, everywhere, Twitter, all platforms, man. Everything. Aden Dinero. Just search up my name on Google. It's gonna pop up. ADENDINERO.
Boom. Well, there it is. Make sure you go follow him. Run up that Mixed Emotions out now. Yeah. New singles on the way. New videos on the way. And until next time, Aden Dinero on the radar, baby. My guy.
Appreciate you, my brother. You know the vibes.